Welcome to Ringer Tailgate Live. We are live right after the national championship game just wrapped. We just saw Indiana claim the national championship game. I'm Tate Frazier. I'm your host. We are in Los Angeles, not Miami, and joining us, as always, Van Lathan in the place to be. What's up, Van?
What's up, guys? Congratulations to the Miami Hurricanes for fucking up.
Yeah, tough night for the Miami Hurricanes. We'll talk about that. Also, just a really good football game overall, Joel. I know you're here and you're excited. How's everything going on your end?
Man, I'm good, man. I'm happy to see y'all, man.
Yeah.
It's good to all be in person.
Yeah.
Should we all take a sip of our water?
Everybody, let's take a drink of water, guys.
We
You know
all
what
we
I'm
all
saying?
got our water for Joel.
They were shady as shit because they didn't think I was going to bring my water thing.
No, we
That's not true.
thought we'd all just share the water together. You know what I mean?
All right.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers.
To a great season.
Cheers.
Oh, the
Cheers,
Duke.
Billy.
Oh,
Billy's
the
got his
Duke
water
won.
too.
And
the Duke got
you know,
one.
when we drink, you know what else we got to do?
Oh yeah, let's raise it.
yeah.
Let's raise it.
Gotta raise the roof.
Gotta raise the roof. Wow. So we just saw this in real time. This just obviously just happened like a few minutes ago. Let's just start here. The fact that if you told us three when we first did our episode, August 19th was our first episode, that we would have Joel. What's going on over there?
Oh, okay. I was like, what are you looking at, man?
We're off to a rousing start here, Joel.
Okay, sorry.
Joel in person, not at home. Joel, speaking into the microphone.
All right. Is it good?
I think he's okay. Are you okay, Joel?
There you go. That's perfect.
Yeah.
That looks great.
I haven't done a lot of live podcasting.
No, you're
Okay,
doing great.
You're good. You're
You're
doing
doing great.
fantastic,
Do it every
man.
week.
Oh yeah, right. You're right.
Billy did remind us
Not
we
in
do this
person.
every week, but we are in person today. But if I just told us August 19th, Indiana is going to win the national championship, how real would that have felt, and how insane is it that that actually happened?
It's pretty insane. I don't think anyone thought that they would be able to put it together and get here in this type of dominant way. They did not play their best or coach their best tonight.
Yes. we'll talk
However,
about that.
the entire body of work from the beginning of the season to now, the team has been resilient. They've answered the challenge, and they put together one of the more impressive seasons in college football history.
Man, they had to gut that victory out. There
They
was
did.
any number of times tonight where it was like, man, you just kind of felt like they were a little shaky. That like Miami was finally rolling. They got in some rhythm on offense and shut them down a little bit
Yeah.
on defense.
Second half for sure.
Second half,
Fletcher.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and then but like Indiana consistently fought them off. Like they made the plays that they had to make at that time, and we hadn't seen them play a close playoff game yet. So that says something about like what they're made of, and we were talking about how Signetti and them just kind of looked a little like
Out of it, yeah.
Yeah.
It was very out of character moment. The two timeouts, especially for Signetti in the second half,
Yeah.
felt like things that never would have happened because he's so buttoned up. But at some level, it kind of showed that he is mortal, right? I mean, we haven't seen him sweat at all.
No.
We haven't seen him sweat. His team continued to make plays. Man,
Charlie Becker.
Charlie Becker. And as you're going to go back and you're going to look at Fernando Mendoza and you're going to talk about the gigantic scramble on fourth down, key throws that he made. But, man, on the outside, the fight for those back shoulder throws that he was making, huge conversions. The Miami DB just not being able to meet the moment. But to me, every time they went over there, I was surprised that it was completed.
Yeah. Wait, you were surprised?
Surprised.
Surprised. He was talking about first. Well, I mean, I'm not going to get too far off because you talking about how Malachi Tony was sorry.
Oh, that's not what I said.
We're talking about
That's it.
Indiana
This-
right
this-
now.
I never said. Hold on.
I
never- hold on. Wait. I
You were
never
trying
said-
you were trying to motivate the moment.
I was trying to use psychic
Right.
energy
Right.
to get Malachi
You said
Tony.
that
Dare we
nigga
say
ain't
who
shit.
You
did?
guys were
You said
calling
that
him.
nigga ain't shit. You said
You
baby
guys
Jesus
were
would have
calling him
scored.
Jesus.
You said Jesus.
And like
We're
they
going
hit him a
baby
couple of
Jesus.
times, and then I'm like,
They call
Jesus
him
would have
baby
scored, man.
Yeah.
Jesus would have got to the end zone.
Right. And
Joel,
he did.
Joel, you looking at the chat?
Joel is
Yeah, I'm looking at the chat, man.
Joel is kind of breaking all the laws.
Do you all wait?
of-
Am I not allowed to do this?
You're not supposed to do that.
You're not supposed to be watching yourself. It's
Oh,
given
I'm looking
like.
at the chat.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you have any? Is there anything in the chat that's standing out to you right now? You want to bring up?
Where's Peepo? Mo City in the house. Windiana says
Windiana.
the evil
That's a good one.
beard Someone check on Michael Irvin. Woo.
Oh yeah,
Oh, man.
Just the podcast just started with Netflix for Michael
So
Irvin.
make it
Congratulations, the White House had his first episode.
Shout out to Brandon Marshall.
Shout
Yeah,
out
we
to
gotta
Brandon
see that.
Marshall.
We gotta see
I'm excited to watch it. But as far as like the Miami contingency, they still have to be pretty satisfied with where they ended up this season, right? Like obviously, you after a gut wrenching loss in the national championship game, not a good time to have that conversation. But when you pull back in about a couple of months, it's like we got back to that moment. It's kind of like Notre Dame last year, right? We got back to that stage. We plan to be back. We know we have the right coach. You know what I mean? Like I feel like there's positive spin for Miami, right, Joel?
I don't know if those guys get excited about finishing second on their home field at the end of the season.
Well, I mean,
That doesn't seem like a Canes thing to do. And if the contention is that the U is supposed to be coming back, why y'all look?
I'm looking at you.
What?
All right.
It is tough when you're in the middle. You're just swiveling. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
it's a thing. It happens.
Yeah.
I gotta do that.
He
thing.
just swiveling.
Okay.
Let the man swivel.
All right,
All
my
right.
bad. Okay. So anyway,
Miami, there's no positives. There's no silver lining here.
there's no silver lining to losing like that.
There's the clip.
This
Zero silver lining for the Miami Hurricanes.
okay, is me having this up distracting y'all?
Joel, if you don't fucking talk about the football game, it's fine, bro. What are you trying to say?
Okay, all right. So the point is that I don't think Miami gets geeked about finishing second. Like this is a
Right.
program that is they measure themselves.
But they were
by
a
the
10
championships.
seed coming into a 12-team CFP.
But we also knew that they were
won
an
3
extremely
games.
talented 10 seed. Like
Right.
and we said I'm sure all three of us.
We said they were extremely talented, but the general consensus was that they shouldn't have been in the playoff by the Notre Dame faithful and many other people.
There are two different things here. One is that, Miami, a team that hasn't been to the mountaintop in a very long time, they're much like Notre Dame in that way, being that they were they had power in the late 80s, early 90s, and the 2000s, and all of that stuff. There are going to be some people that are like, hey, great season, whatever. Something else, though. This was a winnable game.
Yeah,
It was
man.
so there, yeah.
This
coulda
The
had
block
it.
punt.
This was a winnable game.
They could have had it.
They started slow on offense.
Yep.
It seemed as if, right at the outset, Indiana came out and gave them some looks defensively that Carson Beck was not ready to handle. But not just him. The way they were calling the game. It seems like they were giving him reads and looks that didn't take advantage of the fact that there was some of the shorter stuff that was open. They started throwing that shorter stuff in the second half of the game, opened up the offense a little bit. For some reason, they went away from Fletcher.
Yeah, the first half was no Fletcher, which is
They
insane.
went away from
Yeah.
him. So, and just the mistakes, the blocked punt, the missed field goal, not being able to get off the field on 2 first downs, a couple of third downs. They're going to look back at this and go, man, there was a national championship right there for us. They matched Indiana's physicality for the most
Right.
part. Indiana could not crush them like they did other teams. Just couldn't make enough plays to win the game, though.
The interesting thing is that it is funny because it was a winnable game, but they were never in control of it. Right? Indiana controlled most of the action. Did they lead wire to wire? They led the wire to wire from start to finish, right?
Yeah.
And so it was like, they could have won that game, but we also the better team won, and they were in control of the action most of the game. And the thing about Miami that we had said is that if they had to depend on Carson Beck to win, they probably would not be able to do it, right? I think the one thing, though, that was surprising, because for all the talk about those offensive and the defensive lines, and that's where the beef of that team was, and that's how the foundation of the program was built. I mean, Indiana kind of, they didn't punk them, but they were right there with their ass all night. You know what I'm saying? And that's like, that was supposed to have been the big advantage for Miami, and that didn't materialize. Like, they did get good pass rush and all that stuff, but
Oh,
when
the
it came
pass
down
rush
to
was
it-
hellacious.
Yeah.
But when
Ruben
it came
Bay,
down to
Mesidor,
it, Indiana got on those. Remember how when we were watching the game?
Torre had a big hit.
I was like, bro, on 3rd and long, we don't respect you. We decided to run for it on 3rd and 8. We decided to run for it on 3rd and 5. Like, we don't.
We decided to run for it on 4th and 5.
Right.
But that stuff, a lot of that stuff was scheme,
It
right?
was scheme, right,
because
yeah.
because they are expecting. Miami is pinning their ears back on those third downs and going for the QB, and they're running into the teeth of the defense. A lot of that is kind of coaching from the OC situations
Right.
like that, taking advantage of how they were playing on those crucial downs.
Well, that design run that Mendoza scored on, like,
a great
that
call.
is like, first of all, just genius. Like, it was beautiful. And of course, Mendoza, made it with the balance and the breaking tackles or whatever. But it still was just like, oh, okay, like Miami, if that defensive line is what you say it is. And it still is a very good defensive line. Again, I'm not trying to dismiss
the strengths are on the end, not in the middle.
But,
and they gutted them in the middle.
It took for Miami to have won this game, they had to kind of be borderline dominant against Indiana, because Indiana had all the advantages everywhere else, and they didn't dominate on the lines. And so here you go. But again, I mean, shout out to Miami. Like, they did a great job. But I don't think Michael Irvin, Clinton Portis, Ray Lewis, like, man, that was a great season. I just don't think that's who they.
I think at some point they may have at least like a little bit of reflection. Just be like, it's nice to be back in the stage in the moment, right?
What do you think Abella Danger thinks of the season?
Oh,
I think she's probably a little disappointed right now.
She got an HD shot there.
She got an HD shot.
Yeah.
Shout out to ESPN.
Was that the Britt Musburger shot of the game? Yeah, that was a nice Musburger.
They got a shot of her. She's like looking at the game. It was a tense moment, drama. You know what I mean? She's like, and I think that, if I'm being for real, I think that there's been a lot of talk about, different fans and people going to the game and stuff like that. But when I see her, what I see is a student of Miami, someone who is from down there who cares about fucking football. And I think the real problem is the people out there, and really some of the people in here.
Ooh,
that
you want to name some names?
That look at things differently. I think that I see a football fan.
You talking about Billy.
Like, even you bring it up a dude for no reason.
I
see a football fan that loves football. Billy, like, what is your favorite contribution that Abella Danger has made? What do you
in
like
the football
the
ranks?
In
the football ranks?
No, not so much.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about anything. You tell me.
Does anybody know the name of any porn movie now? They don't make porn movies.
They don't make porn movies,
they
but
make scenes.
Yeah, but they have different sites. So, do you like her on Bang Bros? Do you like her on Black? Do you like which ones? All right, let's move on. Because you. Yeah. Okay. Bill, you know what? You look like you like Blacked.
Why?
I don't even know
what are you calling
I
that?
don't even know what that is.
Why are you calling? Why are you saying that? Because that Black is really weird for a white man.
I think white guys are probably the ones that consume it the most.
You think so?
Probably so.
Man.
Yeah, they're probably the ones that like.
Real?
Yeah, they're probably the ones that consume it the most.
I mean, that probably is true. But
I know you don't think that they made a whole site for the like. It's probably okay. Never mind.
Joel, drink some water.
We'll move along.
Joel, take a sip. You mentioned Mendoza, the 4th and 5. I feel like that is going to be the game, the play that we all remember when we look back at this game. So, two things I wanted to ask about this. Do we think, obviously, Cignetti kind of botches the timeouts there, right?
Just screws it up.
He has a 3rd and 5 where he calls the timeout to get the play right. Play doesn't work. Now it's 4th and 5. They get the field goal unit running on the field late, and therefore he doesn't want to take a delay of game and lose 5 yards, so he takes a timeout. During that timeout, he decides, hey, we're not going to kick a field goal. We're going to actually go for this. Mm-hmm. How much say do you think Fernando Mendoza had in that decision? Because if I had to guess, this feels like you mentioned the Disney movie, the Hoosiers idea. Never Daunted is what the Hoosier fans want to call it. It does feel like that is the moment, the Paul Crewe longest yard moment, where Mendoza goes into his head coach and says, "Give me the ball. Like, I want this moment."
That's not how he said it. He said, "We gotta go for it, coach.
Come on,
coach. We're here. We're here, coach. One time." And let me tell you something, Coach. Think about what the Apostle Paul went through when he was walking to Damascus. He saw the light, and he went for it, Coach. Just put the ball in my hand. Yeah, that's what he did.
He went from Saul to Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you saw it?
Saul of Tarsus.
Gotcha.
Okay.
I got you.
I didn't put no ball. All right. Well, yeah, man. Yeah. So anyway,
Joel, your thoughts.
Hey, you know what I want you guys to do? You guys don't know. Fuck all that.
You guys are give me a chance to follow up.
When you guys are watching live, I want somebody in the chat to be responsible for accounting for Joel's glitches. I want a glitch count for Joel. As
I
Joel
didn't even get a chance.
Up. You glitched up?
Yeah. I did not glitch up.
Okay. All right.
What was next?
What was
there
is no next. It was more about Mendoza in that moment on 4th and 5. Does he go and say, I want to make this call? Or is Cignetti just saying, I already screwed this up. We might as well go for the throat here and win this game.
Excuse me for laughing.
Well, sorry.
excuse me for
That
laughing.
was the
at
ability
Van's
to
very
cover
good
it.
impersonation. I was surprised.
Oh, yeah. I do my
So
thing.
anyway, but yeah, all right, enough of that. So, but
That's the clip, though. That was a
it
great
is
clip.
a clip.
Yeah.
That was since we all call clips out here. But anyway, the point of this is that I think that once you burn that time out, I'm probably a lot more conservative in this because I remember earlier I was like, take the points. Let's get 3 points. Like make Miami prove that they can score a touchdown on you again.
Because at that point, they just had the Fletcher long run.
Yeah.
And then they had one good drive.
Yeah, they had one good drive.
Scores.
Miami started moving the ball on
Right.
Indiana.
And they set up the
holding
third
on.
touchdown on the second touchdown because they faked it to Tony on the handoff, and then Fletcher goes inside for the touchdown.
It took too long for Miami
to get in the game.
to adapt to what Indiana was showing them.
I agree.
Yeah.
They adapted. They changed it. They got really creative on offense on one of those drives, throwing a lot of stuff out to the edges, letting their guys get in space and make plays. But it seemed like before what they wanted was for Carson Beck to be Joe Montana and read the game. And I'm not even putting it all on Carson Beck because when you watch some of those simulated pressures that were happening earlier in the game, you only had 3 rushing.
Right.
So you had like 8 guys dropped back. And, like, what are you expecting them to do here? You have to do something to make them get out of doing that.
They showed something different, and I think, which is a very smart thing, hey, man, make Carson Beck have to think. About where to go with the ball, right? Like not.
And he looked like he was like anticipating these stunts that they weren't coming.
They're gonna
you know
send
what I mean?
somebody, and then it's like, oh shit, that guy dropped. Now I got where I'm supposed to go with the ball. That's what you want Carson Beck to be doing. Like you want to, and so they got him into that, and then Miami kind of figured out, okay, like we don't have to do that. Like we don't have,
especially on third down, right? They opened this game 0 for 7 on third down, and that was really the story, right? I mean, even if they were in a 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5 situation, felt helpless at some level, and he's having to dump it down to Tony or whoever it is, and they had no shot. And then the other guys that were supposed to be sort of the supporting cast that has been stepping up, whether it's Keelan Marion, whether it's C.J. Daniels. Daniels had a big catch.
The great catch.
Right.
I mean, and Beck made a great play on that throw.
Rolling out.
Yeah. I mean, and for his arm had looked kind of like soft to me in the last few weeks. So just like, it was the ball seemed to have been floating on him. That was a great play for him, and to see C.J. Daniel downfield and get the ball to him, that was a great play. So like, I mean, I don't want
Beck started to come on. Look, Miami showed at different times in the game that they belong to be on the field. You go back and you wonder, how this team loses to SMU. The Louisville game is a different one. Beck throws 4 picks. They did have a great season. Yeah. I guess my question is this:
3 losses.
Like my, hey, you know what's funny though? They
wait, what's funny?
Well, no, what they 3 losses. I thought about something with Indiana. This Indiana won the national championship. Have they won a national championship in their history before?
In football?
Yeah. No, they have not. Right?
They've never even appeared in the championship game.
They never.
Yeah.
So it seems like all time Indiana has leapt over, like say a TCU. So it seems as if
TCU won 2 national championships.
I know. Like what happened? Were Negroes allowed to, like what during what time?
I mean, well, look again. I don't.
Just ask what was the time.
It was in the 30s.
Okay, in the 30s, right? So we weren't allowed to go to the grocery store. So
not their grocery store. Just because we couldn't go to the white man's grocery store didn't mean we didn't have grocery stores.
That's what I'm talking about right there, Martin Luther King
Day.
Okay, we had our own. Let me tell you something. We had our own grocery stores,
we had our own
right? Hold on for a second. Joel was right in that situation.
Yeah.
We had our own grocery store. Some might say that integration integrated us into a burning house and burned down all of our grocery stores.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, exactly. That's the point. I love deflect from TCU, but in that situation, so Indiana is superior to TCU.
Okay, well then I would like to make the case then that Indiana. I mean, I'm not gonna. It's for the people to decide who had the best team or whatever. But Indiana has had the best college football season, maybe in history.
Oh, okay, go for it. Defend that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I just did.
Oh, no,
I said it.
You stated
I said it.
You stated
You have no case built around it.
You all disagree.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I think that this game right here,
I mean,
this game right
16-0.
here, 16-0. That's historic.
Yeah.
I give it.
Nobody's ever done that.
I give it up to Indiana.
Yale 1894.
Well, Yale 1894 has.
And
Remember,
I don't know about
see?
grocery stores back then.
I don't know.
We-
Definitely.
yeah.
We didn't have no grocery
I know in the Essence they didn't go to Essence.
I don't know about the
You know
grocery
what I'm
store.
saying?
I don't know.
The tar, yeah, you
What was the name of that place that y'all had down there?
Sutton's.
Sutton's.
It turns out it was like a safe haven and a great spot. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. What did we just
you
see
looked
about
it
North
up.
Carolina? We just saw
You
something.
tweeted at me the other day.
something-
I only got on Twitter and I was like, all right,
Yeah,
I'm
what
out.
was it?
I saw something. No, what was something happened in North
I
Carolina?
don't
Yeah,
know.
what it was it?
It was the essence of something.
Let's drink some water.
It was. But okay, so if let's do the comparison. Do you think that Indiana, seriously, I mean,
Okay.
like, do you think that they had a better season than 2019
Yes.
LSU?
Yeah.
Than that Miami team back in the day? Okay, make the case.
Well, okay.
I'm willing to listen to.
I'm going to look. I'm going to look up their schedule right now. Okay, so live on air. I'm reading.
Okay.
I got a first fact for you
Okay.
when we get done with Joel's case here
Okay.
for
Okay.
Indiana.
Yeah.
Start.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, no. After you're done.
All right. Yeah. All right. So first of all,
Out the glitches.
they beat ninth ranked Illinois 63-10. Then followed that up by going on the road and beating a Iowa team that was much better than people gave them credit for.
Well, an Iowa team that won
Get
their
the
bowl
fuck outta
game
here.
and Illinois won.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
They
There you go.
won at third ranked Oregon. That's a big win, and they won by 2 scores in that game.
Mm-hmm.
They win the Big Ten championship.
Okay.
Then
Against Ohio State, it was number one in the country.
it was
at the
number one in
time,
the country,
undefeated, yeah.
right? And then they beat Alabama, like which is more of a helmet thing than an actual real win. But at LSU, y'all celebrate every time y'all beat Alabama. That's a big deal.
I don't want to.
Y'all ain't never really fucked with Alabama
I don't
like
want
that
to
at
hear
LSU.
that. Just do
Okay?
your thing.
All
Just
right,
do your thing.
all right. And so then they beat Oregon again by more than 2 scores.
I mean,
like, they beat their
destroyed
ass.
Oregon.
Okay.
Destroyed Oregon.
And then they beat Miami. Not just they didn't just beat Miami. They beat Miami at a virtual road game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. And so to win the championship.
I would
so
say it's
they
a true road game.
Yeah,
really,
a true
yeah.
road game. They won three playoff games against teams that were, it all points of the season were ranked in the top 5. At some point, any of those teams in the playoffs were ranked in the top 5. And yeah, so I mean, yeah, I think that they had the Heisman winner, right?
That's fair.
Okay. All right. So yeah, that's my case. That's one of the most impressive season in history.
So you said the most impressive season.
The
Here
most
we go.
impressive
LSU
season.
football 2019. Let's go, man.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Well,
LSU.
they won at Austin 40. They won at Austin
I don't even know if they
45
played
to
at Austin,
35.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, well, who was the quarterback for that team
for
Texas?
Who was the?
It was that guy that went to. He played for the Colts. No, man.
Okay, so during this time, LSU played a couple of close games in the SEC.
Oh wow.
They did in the Peach Bowl, in the SEC championship against Georgia, it's 37-10. In the Peach Bowl against Oklahoma, 63-28.
Oh wow.
In the national championship game against number 3 Clemson, it's 42-25. So that's the number.
And that score honestly was looks closer than it actually
they killed
was.
a lot of these scores did, like the Alabama.
Kinda like
game
what
was closer
Clemson
than
did
that.
I mean, do y'all want to go
a
over
few
the
years before
Indiana
that.
scores, dog?
I mean, yeah, this is dominant. We're talking dominance.
We're
yeah.
talking dominance.
Yeah,
dominance.
dominance.
And then
I think the fact that they're in the conversation
56-6
is
against a good UCLA team.
against a good.
Yeah.
Like,
You know, they
a
were
hot
good.
UCLA
A
team.
hot UCLA team.
Yeah.
A hot UCLA team.
Yeah.
Look, Frias is cracking up about that.
Surprisingly,
Like a hot
surprisingly
UCLA team.
frisky Penn State at Penn State.
Surprisingly frisky
Yeah.
Penn State
Surprisingly
Yeah.
team.
Yeah.
So LSU.
You gotta get some adjectives for these teams.
Hold on, just throughout the season, just so people know, throughout that season, LSU beat the number 9 team, the number 17, the number 9 team, the number 3 team, the number 4 team, the number 4 team, the number 3 team. Like, so they beat all of those teams, and when we get
Wait, let me look at this.
when they get rolling, they are killing people. Like this game right now, if we're talking about great seasons, Indiana had great seasons, fine. This game right now, being in this close game, a game that they could have very easily won, LSU did not play games like that, particularly when they got on their roll in the playoffs.
Joel's pulling up the schedule right now to give his
Man,
rebuttal.
man, you know what, man? You're right, man, bro. They beat Georgia Southern 55-3. that was tough, man.
Georgia Southern?
That was in Baton Rouge. Did they at least go to Natchitoches to play Northwestern State? Oh no, they stayed in Baton Rouge.
Who did Indiana? Who did it?
Okay, all right.
Indiana
Hold
didn't have no
on, hold on,
cupcakes?
man. Oh, they had Florida at home. Okay, number 7 Florida. Who was that on that Florida team?
Who was on that Florida team?
Yeah,
Oh, Trask. Kyle Trask.
There you go.
Kyle Trask, Van Jefferson. Shout out to Van Jefferson.
Okay.
Kyle Trask. Look, you can make your case. I tell you. Do me a favor. Find the TCU squad that's in the conversation.
Okay, maybe the 2014 or 2010?
2014. 2014. Get 2014 pulled up.
Yeah. Do you want me to look it up?
Yeah,
look
look
it
it up. Look it up.
Look
Look
up
it up.
20
I will.
look up
Okay, hold on, dog.
2014.
Look it up for a second.
Two-
First of all, you're a running back.
Fumble.
You're a running back. That's a fumble.
No,
Yeah,
come on,
you're Josh
you're a running
Allen. You're Josh Allen. You're Josh Allen. All right, balls are on the ground. Two.
All right, dog. So TCU, do you want me to go through the schedule?
Yeah.
Stanford,
Tough
40
catch.
to 14. They beat Minnesota 30-7.
All right, Joel.
We
Joel,
beat SMU at SMU 56-0. Beat number 4 Oklahoma.
where? Home?
I think it might have been. Nah, it was on. Oklahoma came down to us.
What was the score?
It was 37-33.
Okay. There you
close,
go.
close.
That was a good close
we
game.
do lose to Baylor. And that was but no, Baylor was number 5 in the country.
Oh, like, okay,
Then we come back the next week and beat
You can't
15th
lose.
ranked Oklahoma State
You can't.
42-9.
Okay.
42-9.
You can't lose a game.
No, beat Texas Tech 82-20.
But they lost, though.
Yeah.
Beat one at number 20
Joel, they
West
lost.
Virginia.
Okay,
Joel, they
Bill
lost.
Simmons has a question.
Okay.
Hold on. Bill Simmons has a
Kansas
question.
State.
Oh,
Bill Simmons says, Bill Simmons says, can you ask Tate if that's a golf sunburn or if he is intentionally trying to look less white to fit in with the show?
It's a wind burn, actually. Yeah, it's a wind burn.
You are looking
Yeah.
toasty,
A
man.
little bit.
Yeah, I'm
Toasty
toasted.
Tate.
I'm toasted.
So, I mean, do you...
Sam Ellinger was the Texas quarterback, by the way.
That's a
great
good-
quarterback. Y'all beat
yeah.
that game, too. Man.
Yeah,
Hey, we would beat them at their house, man.
Hey, Sam was
man,
supposed to be
Austin, man.
something.
Sam, he was supposed to be
Yeah.
something, man. Look,
Really?
but seriously, I don't want to...
That was really Bill's question.
He asked that, yeah.
Glad he's watching. Thanks, BS.
Oh, Tate has a question for you, Bill. The
What's
question is, have the Seahawks ever won the Super Bowl?
Oh,
I didn't say that, Bill.
Tate
Oh,
was
yeah.
talking shit.
I didn't say that.
Only Van Bill Simmons, Lathan Jr. can make that joke, dog. I couldn't make that joke. Only Van Bill
Joel, a
Simmons, Lathan.
little bit of
Where-
water.
no,
Joel, a little water.
Hydrate, Joe.
Joe, drink something.
Where were you before you came here?
Doing the rewatchables?
Where were you doing it?
At the rewatchable studio?
It was
Yeah.
a rewatchable studio.
Bills?
Hey, Joel, 2 facts.
Y'all know that's funny. Stop it. Don't act like that. You know what I'm saying.
Joel, you can't.
You the chosen one, dog. You the favorite son. Okay?
You're baby Jesus.
Your baby
You're
Jesus.
saying
Oh,
you're
that's okay?
You're baby Jesus.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's in Joel's
Joel,
mind.
Tate, you know what I'm talking about. You didn't get invited to that Spotify party, dog, that he went to. You remember?
Hey, I'm going to be honest with you, though. That is kind of bullshit that Tate didn't even get invited to the
I
party.
didn't know about it. You told me about it.
Yeah, afterwards.
I learned about it.
On
It's all
air.
right. 2 things I learned.
Go.
First time national champion since 1996, Florida.
It's
Right?
incredible.
Damn.
So there you go. First time this century. We've seen that in 26 years. Also, 50 years to the day, Bobby Knight, Indiana basketball team, went undefeated and won the national championship in
Damn.
1976.
Kent
Is that
Benson.
Isaiah Thomas?
Kent
No,
Benson.
No, that's
yeah,
before.
Benson, yeah.
Benson,
So
yeah.
that was Mike Woodson, I think, was on that team, right?
Mike Woodson,
Yeah, so 76 Hoosiers, 2026 Hoosiers, the 50-year gap. Pretty cool.
All jokes aside, we're talking about different runs and stuff like that. And, everybody will have arguments and conversations about these different college football teams. But, man, for what Indiana and Kurt Signetti have pulled off, it really is remarkable. It's one of the more remarkable, we keep talking about, say it over again, sports stories ever. I am struggling to think of a team or something in this regard that has done something like this.
It's like the Jets winning a Super Bowl, or it would like what's the NBA team like?
I feel like it's kind of like
That's
the
happened. The Jets have won a Super Bowl.
I feel like it's
well,
kind of
I mean,
like
since
I think it's the
3?
Saints.
Is it the Saints?
I think it is the Saints. I mean, I'm not trying to step up, but like when the Saints won the Super Bowl, that felt like an improbability.
So,
They were a sorry team.
I
Yeah.
will say this, super sorry, like historically. It's difficult to compare this to a professional team
That's
winning
true.
anything.
yeah.
And that's because a team that is a pro team is one free agent acquisition away. Like the Saints get Drew Brees,
That's
and
true.
they draft Reggie Bush, changes things. You're a genius coach away. But
Marcus Colston hit.
Marcus Colston, all of that. But college football specifically is about resources, access, and tradition. And it was thought that if you did not have those things, that you simply could not win on this level like they won in this dominant fashion, and they did it.
But the thing is, Indiana had benefited from the kind of free agency that any of those Saints teams would love to just turn over your roster. And so because I can't remember who it was that hit me up about this on Blue Sky, and he was like, "Man, I'm a little salty at you about saying Indiana is the greatest comeback story because you have to say Indiana in this era for what it is the greatest comeback story of all time. But I still think maybe Kansas State was still the more impressive rebuild.
Hold on for a second.
Because you had to do it over the long haul, bro.
Well, I will say this. I agree with what you're saying about Kansas State, Bill Snyder Family Stadium. Somebody just brought up Villanova in '85. That's damn close, man.
I mean, an 8 seed, Raleigh Massimino. Still no idea why he's not in the Hall of Fame. He should be. I mean, that was.
Is Villanova because they won, or because also they won and beat Georgetown when they did it?
Patrick Ewing.
It was who they beat and
how. They beat Patrick Ewing and
a conference foe.
Indestructible, undefeatable Georgetown Hoyas. That's a really good one. Who said that? That's a good one. That's Dave Size 2222. Where y'all be getting these motherfucking names from?
We don't talk about NC State Valvano, L. Parker 65-76. We don't talk about that championship.
Why?
83?
Oh, because of Houston. Five Slammer Jammer. Get the fuck out of here.
No, NC State for sure.
Look, they about to run it this year too, boy.
But I will say, like, both of those were kind of like tournament get hot. I mean, like Indiana feels sustainable. Like this feels like a program that now is, that at the end of their fight song, they're like, hail to old IU. Like this is new IU. This is a totally different situation.
That's what makes this crazy. Like this is not a Cinderella. Like they were a bad team, but like right now they are legitimately.
They were a bad program, but this was a great team.
Last year they were a team that was coming on, and people would not believe that they were capable of competing at this level. Then they got into the playoffs, got washed a little bit, proved those people right. Hey, this team can't compete. They retooled, came back, got it done. It's like really impressive.
When did you all really believe in Indiana? Like when was the first game when you were just like, okay, like I believe that this is an
Oregon.
Champion? Oregon. Okay.
Yep.
Can I be honest?
Yeah.
Ohio State.
Yeah. I think so.
I mean, the Big Ten championship game, I had a belief that they could actually win the game, but when they did go win the game, it looked like they could dominate on the line. I was like, wow, they're actually the number one team.
For this particular game, if you are crowning, so the MVP of this game is probably Fernando Mendoza, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Is that right?
I mean, Charlie Becker would have a real case.
Charlie Becker,
but it's probably Mendoza.
Mm-hmm.
Bain was a fucking terror in this game.
Hey, man.
Mesidor and Bain on the
Mesidor
edge.
And Bain.
I still feel like Mendoza is a fantastic college quarterback, and I think he'll be a good pro. I still think as a college football player that Ruben Bain is a better college football player than Mendoza is, man.
Joel.
Bro, I've been saying this all year, dog. I've been saying it. Ruben Bain is a fucking menace, man. He dominates. I mean, a great quarterback, there's no way that anybody can have more influence on a game than a great quarterback. But if you're just talking about how much better is this person than the second best person at their position, or, the person that is dominating from a position that it's very hard to dominate from, Ruben Bain, man, it's been a long, like maybe in Ndamukong Suh, it's been since I've seen a defender control a game in the ways he has. It was just like, we have to account for him.
So Chase Young?
Nah.
You don't think so?
Young was like, it was some production and potential, but it was nothing. He looked like a really good player.
When you say Clowney?
Nah.
I mean, Clowney didn't do it consistently.
Yeah, Clowney is definitely.
It's like you could see the athletic potential with him, and that's the thing about Ruben Bain that's sort of interesting because people talk about, he's got short arms.
Yeah, I can't with that conversation.
Yeah, and also just kind of like, I mean, we were talking. I mean, he don't got the face of a champion, dog.
That's okay. You got a helmet on.
Well, you know what I'm saying.
You put the visor on.
You saying a nigga ugly?
I'm not saying he ugly. A lot of ugly motherfuckers are great football players.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So what you trying to say?
I'm just saying he just looks a little like friendly. He looks a little friendly or cuddly.
Hold on.
To be as great and as menacing of a football player as he is.
And you're saying you're saying
he looks too nice.
You're saying you think he's cute.
I ain't say I ain't say that.
Wait a second.
And I'm not even
Is
saying
that
that on.
two-
I'm
is
not
that-
even saying
is
that
that
on some
227,
homophobic
dog?
shit.
Yeah, it's 227.
I wasn't even saying that on some homophobic shit. I was just saying it kind of
It's not
like.
about being homophobic.
He
It's
ain't
about
no- I'm
being
just-
accepting of the
I
fact.
can tell when somebody
that
is
you-
attractive.
No,
Right.
I got no problem
no,
with
no,
that.
no, no.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's your
In
number?
terms of men,
Yeah. Who's your number one?
Who's-
Jack,
Huh?
Jack
Who?
Jack Wilson.
Talk about the game.
No, I'm talking about not talking about in here.
Oh,
Whoa, Joel. Wait a second. Hold on for a second.
oh,
Wait
I
a
thought
second.
you said in here.
Like,
Whoa.
okay.
Shout out
Whoa.
to Jack
Shout out to
Wilson.
Jack,
Jack
man.
is a handsome
Jack-
man.
he
Just to
wasn't
let
even
you
here
guys
for it.
know that Jack works with us.
Yeah.
We thought you was gonna say like Bad Bunny or some shit, and you was like, "Shit, man, Jack."
Yeah.
All right, well,
Thankfully, Jack's not here and heard that.
I
He'd
hadn't
be
thought
tripped
about
out.
who would be a good-looking player on the field. I just didn't look at him.
I'm
like
looking
that.
at Ruben Bain right now, and
You
like,
look at the guy with his
Yeah, Ruben
profile.
Bain, he looks-
how good, but he does not look like the dude that is out there doing what he's doing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, it's interesting. I was like, he looked.
You think
Also,
so?
an
You seen
incredible-
motherfuckers look like that
an
before?
incredible-
Dominant
Jack,
football
come here,
player?
y'all, Jack, come on screen real quick. So
Jack.
people
Oh,
can
Jack
see.
not coming on, man.
Jack, hey, just to let you know,
He's a handsome guy.
Jack just dying laughing.
Joel said that you look. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, so,
Jack-
I mean,
Jack, but
he
look-
said out of everybody in this is the way it happened, Jack. They said, "Oh, who's the most attractive in here?" And I'm just like, "Shit, I don't know." I mean, and then I said, "Jack."
Okay.
Frias, come over here. Let me see. No,
Ruben Bain. Okay, what I would say is Ruben Bain looks like the father in 80s sitcom or something like that. Like, see, niggas like that didn't have a line and shit.
yeah, but dog, his hair. That's what I'm saying, man.
But
That
this
hairline,
brother,
no,
but
dog.
this
But
brother
I think
looks
that's
like
because he's so locked in.
I feel like if he
He
looked
is
like,
locked in the
you know what he's
right?
supposed to look like? Kimbo Slice, man. If he looked like Kimbo Slice, I'd be like, that looks like Ruben Bain.
But you just
Boy.
know, like, if Ruben Bain ends up
I
like on
tell
the
you what,
Raiders or
bruh.
something and has
this.
like
This
that
whole
jersey.
conversation is some turning point USA. Doesn't look scary enough.
No, I'm not talking about. Yeah, I mean, he doesn't look.
I know.
yeah.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
I like what we were doing though. MVPs of the game, right? So Ruben Bain's one of those MVPs.
That we were not
Fletcher.
doing that, but good call.
Fletcher, one of the MVPs of the game. Mendoza, MVP of the game. Charlie Becker, MVP
D'Angelo
of the game.
Pons.
D'Angelo Pons.
D'Angelo Pons
There
was
you
every
go.
fucking word of that.
Yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah.
Everywhere. Aiden
Black
Fisher?
had some big runs.
Yeah.
But like Tony was.
Indiana running backs. Yeah.
Yeah, Aiden Fisher, the linebacker.
Yeah.
he was good.
The defense
Lewis
from
Moore.
Indiana. Now look, Indiana played, I guess, uncharacteristically undisciplined. Had some penalties, some big penalties, and some big moments. Nothing that really killed them too much, but still though,
That
They-
false start was huge.
they
Yeah.
absolutely they are so well coached, and there was a stark difference between some of the times that you saw Miami not able to align properly. Indiana would go quick a little bit, and Miami would be, on the backside of the defense trying to communicate, couldn't get their shit together, get outflanked, give up a play. Just didn't happen to Indiana that much. Didn't happen to them. They got beat on a couple of plays, but most of the time, if whatever you're doing is trying to like out scheme them or catch them in a bad situation or get them out of their fundamentals, it normally doesn't work for you. But I think to me, Mendoza, Bain, Tony.
Yeah, baby
Oh,
Jesus.
Tony
Yeah.
came on, man.
He did.
And I mean, who was the old boy? Frederic. Frederic. the
Oh yeah,
cornerback.
yeah, yeah.
Man.
He was getting picked on in the first.
And he
half.
got picked. I thought, like, given the circumstances he was
He had
in
some
the
big plays,
competition,
yeah.
he did okay. But it was just like they put him in a really tough spot, and they stressed that motherfucker out. Like they was like, we're going to try to win.
But that's coaching, right?
But
That's
you
been
know,
the whole thing with
right.
Signetti. Is like he's identifying all these sort of things, and like they even Aiden Fisher when there was all we talked about it with all the cheating stuff that people were saying. He was like, we just watch film, you know.
Yeah.
He's like, that's what we do.
yeah.
Like we're prepared.
So next year, Indiana is going to have a player who decided that they wanted to play for a winning program.
Right.
So
He was at a winning program.
He was at
Actually, you know,
was at-
people,
so-
and this will be in my story
Can I-
in the morning.
Yeah.
This will be in my story in the morning.
Tell them about your story about Michael Penix Jr.
With-
Yeah.
Tell them about
I'm
tell
telling
them,
the story.
Like, tell them about the
I'm
story
telling
about
the
Michael
story,
Penix Jr.
man. I mean, these
It's
people
like-
they don't know.
What? Like what?
he's gonna have to change the
He
lead now.
glitched out again.
No, I mean when Tate was giving me whack ass lead.
I wasn't giving you. I was giving you
I was
notes. I was giving you
Tate,
notes.
nobody would read that.
I was giving you notes.
Tate, nobody
Ain't
would
nobody
read
reading
that.
it. No.
Nobody. I mean, y'all don't help. Hey, Hey, did he read your Substack yet?
Oh, he hasn't read my Substack
read
yet.
it.
Hey, I'm the lead king. I'm the lead master. I'm a lead. Hey, fuck you if you disagree. That's the name of the Substack. Go out there and check it out. Look at some of my leads. I kill a lead, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm not bad.
I do good leads too. But when Tate was not giving me good leads.
I was not
like,
giving
stop.
leads.
I
I
was
was
like,
not
stop.
giving leads.
I was
I was
like,
giving
stop.
notes. I'm just letting
But
you know.
the Michael Penix thing is telling a story, and I'll go ahead and just give y'all a little taste, and y'all can read it on the site later. But the whole point of it was that I just thought Indiana as a thing was over when he went to Washington.
Oh, like he had left him.
Right.
Yeah, he left, and I was like, man, that was really cool.
Now, what was
Indiana
the
was good
lead?
for that 1 year. It's something along those lines.
Like, but how did you say it?
I'm not going to give it away, man. You
Just
got to
read
go
the
to the
lead.
site.
Read the lead.
You gotta go to the
No,
website.
I'm not
It's a
doing that.
tease.
I read it to y'all earlier.
It's a tease. A nice tease.
Y'all want me to read it? For real?
If
Decide.
you
Okay, all right. I'm going to read the lead, man. Damn. Are y'all ready for real?
Yeah, read the lead.
All right.
Think about it like an audio book.
Yeah,
like,
like
you know,
you're
read it like
give
we're
it to the
listening to,
people.
it.
All right, man.
Yeah.
When Indiana quarterback Michael Penix Jr. entered his name into the transfer portal in December 2021, it seemed to signal the inevitable regression of the losingest program in college football history.
Wow.
Okay? That's not, I mean, do you want me to do a little more?
Nah,
Yeah.
hell no.
Okay, no.
I say
Okay,
nah.
all right. Well, I'm going to give you one more. I don't know if this lead is going to stand up because my editor hasn't edited it yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, you ready? Second
Shout out to
graph.
Ben Glicksman working hard.
Ben
Ben
Glicksman, man,
Glicksman,
I'm
shout out
sorry,
to
man.
Ben.
I should have
Yeah.
had it up. I saw.
Yeah, Ben's
Wall
upset.
Street Journal-
Ben is watching this right now and be like, why is Joel not
Wall
sending this
Street
story?
Journal got their shit up already, man. But y'all were talking the whole fucking anyway. You ready? Second graph.
Second graph.
All right, here we go.
Penix sorry for too much. Penix had sacrificed his substantial potential and now broken body to the historically futile project of building a winner in Bloomington. And now he was gone after a 12-5 record as a starter over 4 years that included 3 season-ending injuries. For Indiana fans, it was a particularly bittersweet. It was particularly. You know what? I was kind of still working on that.
That
third
counts
graph.
as a glitch.
Anyway,
Like-
but the first 2 graphs were. I'm setting up a story.
Yeah. But if you're Michael Penix Jr., you're like, I just got benched by the Falcons.
Like, what- why-
I just watched Indiana win the national
Why are
championship.
you putting me in it?
Yeah, you're like,
Bro,
why are you coming
And
at
so
me?
I interviewed Galen Pavio, director, and he said something. Do you want me to give the quote?
No. Well,
Okay.
we've had enough.
All right, we're gonna go read that story. Joel's gonna write that story. It's gonna be great. But Indiana kind of place in history. I'm not saying they're the greatest team ever, but is this the greatest season ever?
I
think
just
it's-
said that earlier.
You did?
No, I
Yeah.
don't.
Are
think
you
it's-
putting that in your story?
No.
I
think-
that kind of.
Well, hold on. Hold on. You know what?
You think I should write that?
Like,
Put it in there.
like if you're talking about greatest season ever,
Yeah.
obviously I'm gonna hold on to what LSU did. But
But
I
I'm
do
saying
think
that's the greatest team, maybe.
no. Hold on. Wait.
Am I that bad at communicating that y'all didn't understand that's what I was saying?
I get it now. Sorry. It took me a
Understand
while.
what I'm saying. I think that the Miami team from the early 2000s is the greatest team ever.
Yes.
I think
2001.
the 2019 LSU team is the greatest run ever. I
Okay.
think this is the greatest story ever surrounding
Okay,
one team.
greatest
ever.
story ever.
This is the greatest story ever surrounding the college football team. I don't see how you can get a better story than this.
Incredible lead.
Like
What about
The
Sam
worst
Bam-
program to
What about
the
Sam Bam
first program.
Cunningham?
that's a good story.
That's a good story.
That's
man.
a good
Sam Bam
story.
Cunningham didn't do it to.
Randall Cunningham's big brother.
Really?
You fucking with me? There's no way you didn't know that.
No, you being serious?
Yes.
Sam Bam Cunningham is Randall Cunningham's older. Shut up, dog.
I swear.
Wait, did you?
Hold
Do
on,
some
like,
do some Googles.
That's Randall Cunningham's brother.
Wait, is this a real thing?
Bro, are you fucking with me right
A
now?
little bit of water.
Like, hold on. Joel, Mister, are you being seriously right?
Oh man, hold on, dog. Does it say personal?
Yeah, go down there.
Personal family.
The older bro. Oh my god.
Yeah, there you go.
The older brother of Randall Cunningham. Hold on, Joel,
you know,
Mr. Black and White TV. I like. Hey, you remember Kenny Black Shoes Watson from 1917?
Okay, no,
you didn't know that. That's Randall Cunningham's big
Right.
brother.
I just don't under. I'm.
It's Iran Contra all over again.
It is. I am shocked that is a hole in my knowledge.
Yeah.
I'm shocked.
Now it's filled.
Now it's filled. Thank
Now
you.
it's filled.
Yeah.
So next year, all right. Obviously, my point was Indiana looks like they're gonna retool. They're going to come back. With the way that they built their team, I'm not so sure that I have a lot of questions about whether or not Indiana is going to be good or solid next year. I don't. Miami's a different story. Miami is a team that it really came together at the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
They got a hold of Phil at quarterback. It looks like they might be getting the Duke kid.
Yeah, I mean, the way they would get that package that they allegedly offered to Darian Mensah, and I don't know how real it is. They're gonna have if they don't get him, they're gonna get somebody. You know what I mean?
I mean, they've been out there giving. I mean, whatever you want, they'll give it to you. You know what I mean? Like Cam Ward, by all accounts, is like, I'm fine to stay at Wazoo or whatever. And then Miami was like, nah, you know. And
but if you're Miami, where do you go from here? Like what I'm saying is that when I look at them, I look at a team that has, you know, a lot of talent in different spots. But man,
you get Malachi Toney again next year.
Get Malachi Toney coming back. That's a big deal. But at the same time, don't they need to go out and maybe get some guys on the back end, some guys who can cover a little bit better?
I think Mensah could be an upgrade.
From
Beck.
I think he could.
I mean, they won the ACC this year.
They did.
You know what I mean? Like,
right.
And now you put those playmakers around Mensah. We saw what he did at Tulane. You know, I feel like Miami can retool and be right there. And I feel like if anything, this kind of broke the seal of like we can actually do this with Cristobal.
I mean, I think
Cristobal.
No, pretty much no matter who's their quarterback next year. I mean, I shouldn't say anything because apparently they like their backup Emory Williams right now. But if they're good for 8 to 9 wins at a minimum with the schedule they play.
Who's saying that?
Me. I'm saying that they're good for 8. So and then a good quarterback. Maybe that.
Go look at some of Miami's years in the ACC, man.
I'm just saying,
one thing I know:
this is a different
no
era.
guarantees in the ACC.
That's fair, but I think that this is a different. I'm not. The issue is Miami going to be top 3 or is Miami going to be playoff bubble team, right? But like I don't think the way that Cristobal has built that team.
I think if Mensah comes, I would say Miami finishes higher than 10 in the CFP next year.
I can see that.
And I think Indiana will be preseason top 5 next year, and they'll make the playoff as like an 8 or 9.
See, I think Indiana is going to be very good next year, but I don't know if that necessarily means playoffs because I mean those JMU guys they're going to replace a lot of them. You know they'll be built around Charlie Becker. You know what I'm saying? But that
also depends
tough.
what the Big Ten looks like next year. You know, Oregon.
Ohio State should be great.
Ohio State should be great. Sand coming back. Morris
Michigan.
Coming back.
I don't know.
Michigan should be a real team.
And,
Michigan should be a real team.
Iowa State, Penn State, the combined team that they have now with Matt Campbell, they should be good.
Yeah, I mean we'll see. I don't know how. Look, when we talk about competing at the top of the conference, like who really knows? But for Indiana, it looks like the Big Ten is going to be them, Ohio State, and Oregon again. And they can compete with either one of those teams.
Agreed. And I think this year they proved it.
USC was going to be better next year too, man. I mean, they get Jaden Maeva, and I don't know. I don't know how. I guess I lost a defensive coordinator, and Lincoln Riley hasn't shown a particular skill of being able to field a great defense. USC fans, man, they were like, Dan Lynn's not that great. We could afford to lose him. And I'm just like, Lincoln Riley has had like 3 good defense, maybe 2 good defenses, and like half of a good one in the entire time he's been a head coach. You guys just think that he can just go out and find somebody else, and then they can build that same personnel. But the point is that USC, if they're doing what they're supposed to do, they should be a really good team next year too. Like I think Indiana is probably going to be preseason top 10 just because the respect of a champion and Signetti or whatever. But there's just no guarantee that they'll ever get back here. Which to Van's point is why it's such a great story. But this is why. I'm reiterating, I think it is the greatest college football season of all time, given where they came from and what they had to do and the way that they did it. And they ended up with the Heisman Trophy winner. You got to include all that shit when you're tallying up a year, right?
Yeah.
And you're a basketball school. This is not supposed to happen. You know what I mean? Like this is not like UCLA, North Carolina, Kentucky, Kansas. Like you're not supposed to win national championships in football. So for Indiana, who's in that same group, to go win a national championship. Like, that is incredible. I mean,
shit,
it like broke down the
they're
wall.
a football school now.
Right.
They've had more success in football
For sure.
at a higher level than they have in basketball in a long time. When was the last time they were like a fantastic? They made the national championship game like a couple years ago.
2002, they made the national championship
With the Mike
game.
Davis.
Mike
Yeah.
Davis,
Wait
yeah.
a minute. Why do I remember them
Did
getting?
they get to the Final Four maybe another year?
got
They were
Final
supposed
Four?
to in 2013 with Victor Oladipo, Cody Zeller. They did not.
They didn't make it.
They did not make it.
What happened?
Has it been that
They
long?
lost.
Who did they lose to?
Sweet 16, I believe.
Why did that happen?
Because Tom Crean got the blame, but Tom Crean was a great coach. But then, they just been a revolving door of coaches. They had to fire Kelvin Sampson for NCAA sanctions
Thank you, Indiana. Appreciate it.
that don't even exist anymore. So he should have stayed the head coach there. They probably would have won with Sampson. So
Wow.
But yeah, but just listen,
87 was their last
go-
basketball championship.
I'm just gonna say something.
Steve Alford.
I'm gonna say something crazy.
Yeah,
Keith Smart.
yeah, there you go. That area.
Iowa State's gonna win the national championship in 2 years.
What?
No, listen. That's what Indiana winning a national championship. Like, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, you're just saying like how to break our brains.
Mississippi
Yeah.
State.
See, dude?
They're gonna win the
Yeah.
national championship.
was
Yeah,
like-
get with the show,
But
Billy.
see,
Goddamn.
But
Billy,
see, even
I'm
what
doing
he's
something
talking
over
about,
here.
even with the Mississippi State thing, Mississippi State was ranked #1 in the country for a
Right.
little while.
And one of the
Right.
first top 20, one of them of those committee polls. I think they were #1 in the very first.
Indiana had never gotten close
Right.
to anything like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like I can't. Iowa State has been good in a way that, like, more recently than Indiana.
The closest it would be, because they're now the losingest program in college football, would be if FIU wins the national championship.
Oh,
Billy, it's possible.
It then pause upsible.
Oh.
That's a stretch.
It's
yeah.
possible.
That's whack, bro. That is whack.
They're not the worst anymore. They're third worst now. Good
Who's number
season.
one now? Well, never mind. I got to change the answer.
Yeah, I don't know. I got to look
Okay,
it up.
well, FIU, I thought that was gonna be like a positive spin where you're like, it could be us. We're next.
I mean, I want Willie Simmons to do well there, man.
To do well at FIU.
FIU, man.
Yeah, man.
Like,
Pitbull Stadium.
do you know how very few HBCU coaches or former HBCU head coaches have gotten FBS coaching jobs? It's like 3.
Oh, who are they?
So there was one.
Deion Sanders.
He went to Wichita State.
Deion.
So Deion was the second. I'm not gonna remember the brother's name, but he was a head coach for the Wichita State Shockers in the early '80s,
Yeah.
and
Also a good basketball school.
very good basketball school. And he was there for like 3 years. He didn't do bad, but they fired him, and he ended up coaching back in. He's still alive. I wanted to interview that guy once upon a time.
Did Miami lose this game, or did Indiana win it?
No, Indiana won it.
Indiana won it.
Indiana
They
won
won it when Mendoza got that touchdown.
Yeah.
I mean, dog. I mean,
I
that's
mean, the block punt for sure, but the Mendoza touchdown.
They made dominant plays. I'm just saying, man, if I was a Miami fan,
I would be sick.
I would be I'd be very sick.
really. But see, I just that the one thing about it is that Miami played them close, but I always felt like Indiana was in control. Like if Indiana fucks up, then Miami's going to get back into this game. But I always felt like Indiana had them just enough at distance.
The only reason why I don't agree with that is because it's difficult to say when your quarterback is getting fucking harassed.
He
like
was concussed,
he was getting
right?
harassed.
Yeah, I mean, he got wrecked.
He got fucking killed tonight.
I can't remember who hit him. Was that?
8. It was whoever. Jacoby Thomas. Is that who it was?
I think so.
Bro,
yeah.
can we just again? I don't like to come after kids or whatever, but it's okay.
Whoa.
Stop it.
Jesus
Stop
Christ.
it. Stop it.
That's 6 glitches.
Come on now.
Nuts.
The thing, like,
It's like the Trey Young counter when he had assist.
I'm not a person. I'm not a person. I usually try to give kids the benefit of the doubt and players or whatever. I'm just like, oh, everybody's out there just playing hard. You want to do good ball, but
So
man,
why?
hitting
So do I.
Fernando Mendoza in the head like that, I'm like, oh, that was fucking dirty. Those were dirty. Those were dirty plays.
What would you like to
Well, he was a
say?
live runner, so like he was like, I got a free shot at him.
But I mean,
But like in
That's what
2007, we would be like, I don't know about you guys, but like before games, you'd be like, they're trying to knock the quarterback out of the game. That was like an expectation. You know what I mean?
I just didn't feel like those were like plays within the normal course of the game.
Even if he would have hit him hard, that's fine. But
It was a little bit. It was almost
it
dirty.
was really dirty.
Yeah.
And then,
It was dirty.
And
for
then
sure.
taken with what happened in the Ole Miss game when old boy dove across the field into Kejuan Lacey's shoulder that was already injured. I was just like, again. But again, I understand football is football. I don't care if people get hurt, but I want people to get hurt according to within the rules. And that didn't seem right. But anyway, and that was the thing. We've seen a lot of Fernando Mendoza this year, and in this game he just looked vacant. in a lot of times, and he looked frustrated because he was getting his ass kicked.
Right.
But also he looked vacant in a way that I was
Yeah.
like, I don't know. He seems a little off.
But he also made some incredible plays.
He did.
You know what I mean?
Incredible
Because
play.
he's a great
Some of
football player.
those back shoulder throws, which he's done all year, and that was the reason why Signetti brought him there, because he's like, this guy, those are the throws I like. They're safe throws. And this is a guy that knows how to throw on time, right? And they work with him in the pocket. He's been able to develop that. He's been incredible doing that. So got to give him some credit. Can I ask about Signetti? Because just looking at the landscape of coaches, right? I mean, Kirby Smart is or has been viewed kind of as the number one guy, I would say, in college football.
Not according to Joel, but
Not according to Joel.
Oh, Kirby Smart? Nah. It's Coach Signetti.
All right, that was the
that.
question.
Okay, it is definitely Kurt Signetti.
Okay,
now.
is it Signetti then?
It's
There you
definitely
go.
Kurt. Right now, it's Kurt Signetti.
Right.
Yeah, it's Coach Signetti.
Right now, it's Kurt Signetti.
Yeah,
But it
on
wasn't
that.
Ryan Day last year, right?
Oh,
Ryan
No,
Day, they
it
had
was
the best.
not. It was
I mean,
not. It was still
okay,
Kirby.
But okay, let's think about it like this.
Ryan's top 5.
So
Yeah, of course,
when you,
but I'm just saying, I don't think it changed. I think it may
so
have changed.
if you look at Ryan Day has players on his team which you could say are amongst the greatest talents that have ever
Right.
existed in college football, right? When you look at guys
Just
like
watch him play
Jeremiah
a
Smith,
game,
guys
yeah.
like that, all kinds of Caleb Downs,
Mhm.
guys like that. Kurt
Tate.
Signetti, the team, it's so much about attitude,
Yeah.
discipline, culture, scheme. That's a coach's team. Obviously, they have Fernando Mendoza, who is a fantastic signal caller, great quarterback, but he's not wowing you with anything that he's able to do physically.
This wasn't Vince Young, Cam Newton, Joe Burrow.
No, but
Yeah.
but
But he
team,
joined all those guys.
He did. This team is so well coached.
Yeah.
They do what they do so well. They're so disciplined. They don't seem to have a discernible weakness. So, like right now, if you're putting a team together and you're like, we have a high floor,
Yeah.
like with this, we dominate. It's gonna be not Kirby Smart. It's gonna be Kurt Signetti to me.
And that's the thing. And all the things you said are true about Indiana, and we said coming to the game, they don't beat themselves. They're a well-coached team. They didn't look like any of that tonight, and they still won. And the thing that they were so fucking tough, man. Like, you just don't want to, people can overdo the gritty thing, these gritty 3 stars or whatever, but they really gutted out this game. They've played a sloppy, kind of ugly game, and were in control of it for most of the game. Like, Miami was playing from behind all game long. So, yeah, I have so much respect for what Indiana pulled off, and that's why I'm, the Joel Prize is that is the greatest college football season that I've ever seen.
Is that a new thing?
The Joel Prize.
The Joel Prize.
Okay. Okay. Whatever the Joel Prize
Oh,
is.
man.
I give out a lot of
hold on.
Joel Prizes.
So Jack
Joel
gets
Prize.
the Joel Prize for being
Yeah,
sexy.
Jack got the Joel Prize.
he
as
got
Jack,
well.
Jack over there bashful now, man. What's wrong?
Hey, Joel, you got the chat pulled up.
It
Is there
is what
anything in
it
the
is.
chat that?
Can I do that?
Yeah,
All right.
Joel is the number one engager with the chat while he's live on the show.
Somebody said something about me
Is that what you're looking for?
giving up on Lanning, and I wanted to say, oh yeah, the Cameo 6.
DeCameo.
No.
We shouldn't let Joel pronounce the
okay,
name.
Joel can't do
Joel.
that.
Joel.
DKAMUI.
Just what did he say? Though?
He said Joel don't want Lanning no more.
You don't want Lanning. You
I
said
know.
Lanning.
Joel, that's not a great comment. It's got to be.
No. No, because I was going I was telling you, I was like Lanning and Smart or whatever to me. Like, I toss
Right.
a coin, I'll take either one, whatever. At this moment right now.
Right.
So you have now Kirby Smart is in front of Dan Lanning. That's.
They're like tied for
But
two.
neither one's getting the Joel Award.
Neither one of them is getting the Joel Award.
Okay.
the Joel Award is going to
Jack.
Okay, give us your top 5 college football quarterbacks.
Oh,
Joel,
we doing that
5,
again?
The Joel 5, yeah. Give us the
Okay,
Joel 5.
and this doesn't have to include anybody going to the league or
Nope.
anything. It's just top 5?
top 5.
Okay.
If you must.
Okay.
If you will.
This is your Todd McShay
this
has
is-
his top 5.
This is going to be live.
This is Joel's
Okay.
top 5.
Yeah, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
McShay's also live right now, so he could be doing his top 5 as we speak. We don't know.
So,
Shout out to McShay.
Shout out to McShay because
Shout
we're actually good teammates. We raised the roof for McShay.
We
here.
raised the roof for McShay.
Joel.
It's hard for me because the mic is
I know.
on.
It's hard to raise the roof with this mic
Yeah,
right
this
here.
mic
Yeah.
in here, man.
All right.
ready?
Top 5. Yeah.
Okay, top 5. So this is a mixture of accomplishment and potential. So it's just like, Who had the great
Accomplishment-
season?
Yeah, okay.
Right.
That's usually what gets you in the top 5.
Yeah, touch your top 5. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's not like who do I want to have in 5
Oh my
years?
God, nigga.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Okay, stop. Let
Okay.
me do it. Okay. Number 1, Fernando Mendoza.
Well, I thought we were doing coaches.
No. He's doing quarterbacks.
You
right?
said quarterbacks.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Do you want me to do coaches?
no,
Do,
no,
co-
no,
do
no,
coaches
you meant,
after.
You meant
Coaches
coaches.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah, dude. Okay.
You said you did you say quarterbacks?
Just
when you
quarterbacks.
meant coaches?
Quarterbacks. Okay, number 1, Fernando Mendoza.
Fernando Mendoza.
Okay.
Number 2, Diego Pavia.
Oh.
You got to be kidding me.
Yeah, that's a
Is this for the
that was a-
Is this for the
that was
NFL?
I told you that this isn't about the NFL.
Okay.
It's just accomplishment.
This is your
Joel
this,
Price,
This is
top
your, this is
5
your top
quarterbacks.
Joel Price, top 5 QBs in college football.
In college football.
with no like forecasting of the
No, I'm
NFL
not
future.
forecasting
Okay,
shit.
no
Okay.
forecasting.
None of that.
Okay,
Yeah,
number
yeah.
2, Diego
Just want to
Pavia.
see. Yeah,
Okay.
just right. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Drew Mestermaker, North Texas is on.
Who's going to Oklahoma State next
Who's
year?
going to Oklahoma State?
Good
He's
player.
number 3.
Yeah,
He's number 3.
he's number 3. All okay.
really good, man.
Really good year.
quarterback.
Yeah. Eric Morris, really good coach.
Yeah. Number 4, Julian Sand.
Oh.
Yeah.
Behind Mestamaker. Wow.
Mr. McDuck, did you see what he did?
I love Eric Morris.
Okay.
Wazoo guy.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I think Julian Sand is a great quarterback, but he also benefits from an incredible supporting
It's a
cast.
ridiculous amount of guys. Cornell Tate,
Yeah.
Jeremiah Smith.
Yeah.
And he's got every advantage a quarterback could want.
Jeremiah Smith.
But I mean, I'm still putting him number 4.
number 5.
Number 5.
Number 5.
That's number 7. Right?
Okay, no, wait. Okay, you
Okay.
ready?
I think making
Josh
Joel.
Hoover. No, fuck with y'all, fuck with
All right, take out Hoover. Number 5. Real number 5.
Oh, my real number 5? Okay. Sam Levitt.
What? He had a horrible
Oh, yeah,
season.
no, you're right. You're right.
He had a
you're
worse.
right.
He had
Hold on.
like.
Okay, I was just fucking with y'all. Y'all really want the number 5?
You know, tricked us twice. Now the third time, it's on us. Who's the top 5? Who's the number 5 quarterback?
Okay.
Drink a little water. We've talked about Darian Minsa. That would be a fair
I'm
answer.
having
Darren
a difficult
Minsa,
time.
Dante Moore.
Yeah, that's
Did I say Dante
Simpson.
Moore already?
You haven't
You
said
did
Dante.
not
Oh,
say
okay, Dante Moore. Dante Moore. I thought I said Dante Moore
Dante
already.
Moore.
I thought I'd said Dante
you
Moore
didn't.
already.
You didn't say it.
I didn't say it, so that's
Okay,
right.
so
Okay.
Dante Moore
right.
behind Mestamaker.
Behind, that's to make the dog. Do you know about North Texas football, brother?
I know.
That is not a school that people talk about.
I know. That,
Like,
honestly,
and what he did there
Was-
is a first time starter with
They were in the
talent.
G5
His best weapons were freshmen at
Right.
North Texas, and he put up incredible numbers and almost won a conference where they really are not built like that in terms of talent yet. Like Memphis and all those other schools are better. So respect Drew Mestermaker.
We do respect him.
Okay.
There's a comment in the chat that Billy just sent me. They said, ask Joel about when he got his car stolen in Brooklyn.
Oh shit!
You got your
Who
car
was that?
stolen in Brooklyn.
Who sold?
How you know that? Who is it?
Ask Joe. I like this.
That's a-
Okay, y'all ready?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So this is not a good story. I don't.
No, we want. No, we
well,
gotta
I
hear
mean,
it now.
obviously, someone in the chat thinks it is.
Somebody. So anyway, when I was living in Brooklyn and I was 413 Myrtle Street in
We
Fort
didn't need the
Greene.
address.
Okay, whatever. It was we were right over a Chinese restaurant and Putnam's Grill, and there was a cleaners. Anyway,
Is this solo Joel?
Nah, I shared a room.
Family
with
Joel.
With I had a roommate, my boy Decker.
So single Joel.
In between relationships, Joel.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Like-
I'm just trying to give context of the time.
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I was all right. Anyway, so anyway,
Dude, you know I'm a G.
you
You know I'm a G.
You know I'm a G.
You know I'm a G.
No, I'm a G. So anyway, yeah, man. So I'm out upstairs one night, and I'm getting ready to go somewhere in my car, and I go out there. And I'm like, man, what the fuck is my car, bro? I usually park on the same block, and then I looked around, just look. I was like, man, I looked around for 5-10 minutes, walk around the blocks. My car's not there. I had to call the police, man, and so I
On
called.
yourself.
I had to call the police. They show up, and they're like, man, we got to get you out of here. I said, what? They said, yeah, we got to get you out of here. I said, what? They said, yeah, we got to get you out of here. I said, what? They said, yeah, we got to get you out of here. I said, what? They said, yeah, we got to get you out of here. I said, what? They said, yeah, we got to get you out of here. I said, what? They said, yeah, we got to get you out of here. I said, what? They said, yeah, we got to get you out of here. I said, what? They said, yeah, we got to get you out of here. I said, what? They said, yeah, we got to get you out of here. I said, what? They said, yeah, we got to get you out of here. I said, what? They said, yeah, we got to get you out of here. I said, what? They said, yeah, we got to get you out of here. I said, what? They said, yeah, we got to get you out of here. I said, what? They said, yeah, we got to get you out you're gonna probably just have to come down to the yard with us, bro. And he said, well, I'll drive you around. So the guy put me in the back of the cop car. First time I ever been in the back of a cop car. It was crazy.
I don't think I would have gotten in the back of the cop car.
I wouldn't have either.
Yeah, but I was like, it's New York. I don't know, man, but I wanted my car. I was concerned about my car.
Right. I still wouldn't have got in the back.
Yeah, I mean, I just kind of, so I guess maybe that's why the story got brought up. So anyway, the cop drove me around for a couple minutes. And then I couldn't find it, so I went to the Navy Yard, the Brooklyn Navy Yard, which is where they take all the cars. I got my car towed about 8 times in 3 months in Brooklyn. Signs are very confusing. It's very hard to find where to park. Mm-hmm. I did not enjoy that experience.
What happened to the fucking car?
Yeah, so the car.
I told you they towed it.
Oh,
the
car had been towed.
The car got towed.
So it had not been
Are
stolen.
they talking about the car that got stolen in front of my house earlier this year?
What?
Joe, hold on for a second. Wait a second. Reset real quick. So the car in Brooklyn was not stolen. It was towed.
It got towed.
So
Okay.
that's a crazy.
So that's okay. So
yeah.
that's happened to almost every human being.
I got towed in L.A.
I've gotten towed before.
I'd never gone
that's
outside
not-
and my car not been there.
Okay,
Yeah, but I wouldn't go
that
tell.
was the
I wouldn't
first
get in the
time.
back of a cop car and be like, my car's stolen.
But like
I didn't
But hold
tell
on, wait
you.
a second. Anytime your car gets towed, you come back and the car is gone. That has happened.
Yeah.
That happens before. It wasn't stolen. The car got towed. You called the police. Okay. So like that's so.
I did not want to tell this story.
I understand, but what I'm saying is that that's happened before. You come back, you see, oh, my car is here. You look, the fucking car got towed. It's happening in Hollywood.
There's a
bunch of
number
different
that's like,
times.
hey, call
Hey,
this
it's
number.
called a number. Yeah, you got to go to the Hollywood.
They're like,
whatever.
we need cash.
You got to
Yeah.
get the whole nine. Has your car ever actually been stolen?
Yeah.
Okay, when did it get stolen?
Well, they got actually recently.
Okay, what happened?
Well, and it wasn't technically my car, but it was my wife's friend's car.
This is
What?
Mary. This is Mary
Wife's
Joel.
friend.
This is Mary Jo, my wife's
Yeah.
friend's car, because when we moved here from across the country and we were trying to move, take shit to the Airbnb and back to the house and all this stuff.
Right.
And so she loaned us her car so we could do that. And so then she didn't really like the car anyway, so she just kind of left it at the house. And I was like, hey, man, I'm not going to say her name, but
She's probably in the chat.
she's probably not. And it's like she didn't do nothing wrong. It was Thea. Anyway, so Thea's my wife's friend, Thea. My wife's friend, Thea. And so Thea, I told Janae, I was like, man, why is that car still here? And she's like, well, Thea doesn't really want it, and her husband, they don't really want the car, so they kind of just want to know if we could leave it here in front of the house. I was like,
Wait, what?
yeah.
So they don't want their car.
Right.
Yeah,
So they it's an old car, so they just
Older
want to
car.
know if they can just leave the car in front of your crib.
yeah.
Did the
Basically.
car run?
Yeah.
Okay, so like nobody thought maybe we donate the car, 1-800 cars for kids.
Yeah.
Because we were
Good
just like,
jingle.
sometimes we
Yeah.
did need a second car, like especially when my mom comes to visit or my dad.
So you're
Is
just
this
like, well,
interesting? There's a championship game.
Joel, I don't know that I've ever been more interested in anything.
Okay.
So the car, you guys have a car. You don't need the car. The car is outside the house.
Yeah, so one day there and I missed this, but they were they repaired all the water lines on our street. Okay? And so I get up that morning, there's construction going on in the street. And so I go outside and I'm like, where's Thea's car? And so I'm like, God damn, that's crazy. Where's the car? And so I'm just going crazy trying to figure that out. I get in my car, drive around the neighborhood a bunch of times because somebody told me, they were like, well, sometimes they'll tow your car to a different spot in the neighborhood just so they can do the construction work.
Mm-hmm.
And so I did that for like 2 hours one work day, and I was just like, damn, bro, I don't know where the fuck it is, man. They must have really towed it someplace. Like, sometimes they'll tow it to a downtown place. Anyway, so got towed there. It got towed. It did not get towed. What happened is it got stolen. I'm sorry. Somebody stole the car. They actually stole it. And,
Right.
and so anyway, and then.
But wasn't that kind of a relief?
And then they
right?
abandoned it, and then it got towed to a downtown lot.
Okay.
They like stripped it, man. And this is in the front of my house in a neighborhood that I feel very welcome and loved in. It was just very shocking that somebody came in front of our house and stole a fucking car. That was crazy.
Right.
Crazy, dog. That had never happened before me in my life. Anyway.
Right. Oh man, that was a journey.
That was.
So that was that was first stolen, then towed. First one was just towed.
The first one was just towed.
Yeah.
The second one was actually stolen and then towed.
Are there any football questions in the chat?
Okay. Ask questions, guys. They're just making comments.
Oh, they're making comments because they're having fun. They're enjoying the stories.
All right. I'm going to read this uncomfortable comment. At Toby Moses 2689, Van 8100 cars.
I knew you was going to read that.
Israeli front.
Israeli. No, they said Israeli. Moving on.
Israeli front. Okay.
All right. Just move on, bro. Just move on, bro. I knew that was the one you was gonna read. Because I'm looking at all the ones in here too. I knew that was the one you was gonna read, bro.
She's probably in the chat. Nah, man. Thea's not in the chat.
She's not in the chat. Also, sounds like a win for them because they didn't want the car anyway. And then
I mean, it wasn't a big deal like when the car got,
Right.
But it still was just. I mean, they'll come steal from in front of your house. But I still, look, man. I live in a world. You know what I mean? And if somebody had to do that to get over it, then whatever. You know what I mean? It don't make me more scared of my neighborhood.
So I want to. So we're doing a show in a couple of days, a special show for you guys, and we're giving out awards and stuff. And I want you to think about some of the awards that you might be giving out. Like, think about who you might Joel's Hoe of the Year. College football Hoe of the Year.
Hoe of the Year.
Hoe of the Year. Yeah.
Lane Kiffin.
And maybe we make an acronym for Hoe, you know what I mean?
CFP.
So then we're like HOE, we'll make it work. What'd you say?
No, I'm not gonna say it again.
What I told you guys.
RBR 489.
I told you
Are you
guys
saying
that
this just to say that I'm a moron? He said, Joel, see, this is what be getting me out of pocket, man.
What?
When a motherfucker talk to me like that. Joel is a moron. First of all, that's ableist language. I learned that on Blue Sky the other day. That is very ableist language, RBR 498. And also, dog, I don't talk, look, man.
What?
Boy. Dog.
So Joel.
Motherfucker up, dog, man. You don't talk about me like that, man.
That's the right attitude, though, I think.
Yeah, man, you don't talk to me like that.
You got to fight fire with fire.
Joel,
Yes, sir.
so, can I ask you why? Can I ask? And we'll get back to college football, but can I ask why you take shit?
Right tonight. Oh,
Why you take shit so personal?
I don't like people talking to me crazy.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's it. That's bottom line. It doesn't make a difference who you are, whichever you want. The thing is that I have real confidence in life. I don't know if people know this. I have real confidence. You're not gonna shake me. You can call, you can say whatever. Joel's weird or gay, whatever. I was never moved by somebody saying unless I really respected you.
Yeah.
Right. So you can't.
Which is
shake
why
me
you got
like
so
that.
mad at Reddit CFP.
Right, but if you talk to me crazy, it's funny because my son did this shit to me the other day. I was
my God.
I was like, man, what? I was like, man, put your fucking. I didn't say put your. I was like, Desmond, put your goddamn coat on, man.
Oh, that's better.
I was so frustrated, and he was like, why are you talking to me like that?
That's what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah, and
dude.
I was like, you know what? I was like, that's me. I was like, that's me, and I respect that.
Yeah.
I was like, I have a standard. Because I don't talk to
He's getting my Joel Award.
And even when we joke with each other, I don't talk to people crazy. I don't call names. I don't do that kind of shit.
Yeah,
I'm respectful to people. You know what I'm saying?
So you're mad that he called you that?
Yeah, I don't like that shit. Yeah, I told you. I told you, dog. Get on out here with that whole shit.
Well, as Van was saying, we're going to be doing like a wrap-up end of the year show. So we're going to have a lot of, looking back at the season, a lot of great things, a lot of fun things happened. We had some great moments here on the show, so we'll reflect on those moments. But let's wrap up thoughts on the national championship game. Yeah. Some parting thoughts, things that you'll remember. I'll go to you I'll give Joel some time to marinate over there.
You guys, if you look back in the totality of things, there's been a lot of stories surrounding college football that don't have anything to do with college football, nothing to do with the games. This was a sneaky, amazing college football season.
It was great.
It's a great college football season. There wasn't like a runaway, hyper outstanding Heisman Trophy guy that put up crazy numbers. But when you look back at it, Mendoza was the perfect Heisman Trophy winner for a season. That's definitely the right guy. And then the playoffs were sensational. Miami's rise in the playoff. Indiana's dominance in the playoff. Ohio State losing. Georgia losing. Ole Miss making a stand through everything that they were going through.
Trinidad Chambliss.
Man.
Give him
Trinidad
a
Chambliss.
I hope he gets another year, man.
Yeah, we need him back.
I hope he gets another year.
He got a good lawyer, apparently. That's gonna
Tom Mars is a motherfucker.
Yeah,
so, we'll see what happens. All of this stuff that happened throughout the playoffs. And then this game was like a classic.
Yeah, it was.
It wasn't a perfectly played game, but it certainly was a game that had amazing playmaking, grit, determination. It was very physical. Wasn't a shootout or a defensive struggle that was like 10-7 or something like that. It's a really well played, really dramatic college football game. This was a great season, a perfect season for us to start this show with.
And hope is a great thing. It can be a dangerous thing, but it can be a great thing. And I feel like Indiana winning has given a lot of programs in the country hope that there is a path to winning a national championship, even if you're not one of the teams that have been ordained to be a national championship type program, which is great.
There are going to be so many people who get fired over the next 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, Kurt Cignetti has created a problem.
Kurt Cignetti done fucked the game up for a lot of people, man, because they're going to start looking at people like, he was able to do this in 2 years. Why haven't you done it in 5?
And also with these short practice times.
Yeah.
And like he slept till 9:30 this morning, you said.
Yeah, man. That's but the one thing I also think about too is that the preseason number 1 was Texas.
And they might be again.
They will. It's always about projection, right? Like people are looking at a team, they look at potential. It's not like a known quantity. It's like, I think that Arch Manning is going to be good. I think that they'll be able to replace those people on the lines. I think they'll be able to do this. They'll create a running game. They'll be able to make Parker Livingston a number 1 receiver. It's all projection. With Indiana, and that's kind of the lesson I take from the season with Indiana and Kurt Cignetti, is that I want proven commodities. I want guys that have done it before.
Production over potential.
Production over potential. Grown men, basically vets, guys that have been in all sorts of situations, played in all kinds of stadiums, and they're going to come together and they're going to work, right? Like grown men, right? Like they're 21, 22, 23 years old. They've seen, what the situations are all around college football. And so they came together under Kurt Cignetti, man. And, the thing is that there are no secrets in college football. People are going to catch up to what Kurt Cignetti is going to do, and the great coaches will stay a game ahead. But what I'm going to take from here is, like, maybe when I look at a team going forward and I think about the Joel Awards, the preseason Joel Awards, I'm going to be thinking about
the Jolies.
Okay, what team? Don't tell me about the 5-star you got that didn't play at this school, and it's all about projection. Tell me about the Sun Belt Conference Player of the Year that you signed on the offensive line, right? Like when I'm analyzing teams next year, that'll probably be the thing that I think about going forward. So thank you, Kurt Cignetti, for shifting this paradigm.
He rewired the game.
You want the 5 stars. You got to have them. You want them. You want to have those guys. Things are changing, man. Things are changing. Guys are going to programs, getting developed. A lot of these guys that came from some of the programs that Kurt Cignetti got them from, they were developed. They're guys that had worked on their skill sets, and they're playing against players who are developing. They're developed players who are playing against players who are getting better. And if the way to do this is to, let a guy play a couple of years and stuff like that, go grab him, put him in your program, and have him adapt to what you do, we'll see if people can catch up with that. But who's to say that they can? Because there are not as many Jeremiah Smiths as we think that there are in college football, right? We talked about Ryan Williams and how dynamic Ryan Williams is. People feel like I'm picking on the kid. I'm not picking on the kid. I'm saying the goal to develop and continuously get better in college football, it's not always easy. But when you can go out and get people.
It's not always linear either.
It's not always linear either. When you can go out and get people who, because they played at James Madison or because they played at some smaller school, have so much time on the field, like what you're talking about. So much time to work on that game, to work on that craft. If you can take them, coach them up, put them in a different situation, you might be able to unlock something for your team like Indiana did.
Can you believe Kurt Cignetti? I mean, just think about 2 years ago, Deion Sanders was the Sports Illustrated Sports Person of the Year for going 4-8 in Colorado. 4-8, and he was the Sports Person of the Year. Kurt Cignetti wanted a school that has never even done what Colorado has done, and went undefeated and won a national championship and knocked off all the big brands to do it.
Yeah, all of them.
All of them. Like he didn't duck nobody getting to the. There's nobody you can point to and say, well, maybe Georgia, I guess. Maybe you say they didn't beat Georgia this year, but they beat everybody else. And yeah, man.
Why'd you bring up Deion?
Oh, because I was just thinking. I was like about projection.
Race.
Yes. On Martin Luther King Day.
On Martin Luther King Day, you brought him
Deion
up.
is a Republican.
That's race. That's race. And let me tell you something else. I haven't heard you say one positive thing about Shedeur Sanders since he's been making his run in the NFL And now Stefanski got a job in Atlanta. Everybody in Atlanta's pissed off. I haven't seen you say anything. You talk about Michael Penix Jr. You bring up Dion out of nowhere. Talking about some goddamn Kurt Signetti. Like that's on Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday. That's tough, bro.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
want you to look yourself in the
I
mirror.
told you what about. I mean,
Come on,
Dion was considered the sport, and I feel no great loyalty to Dion because I mean, I'm sorry, like he's. I mean, I want all brothers to do well.
He
right?
sent me sunglasses.
But I mean,
Yeah.
I felt like sometimes I felt like the things that he said about Jackson, Mississippi, and the way that he talked about HBCUs, I'm grateful for what he did, but I'm also just a little. I didn't like the way that it always went down and the way that he tried to portray that culture and that community to people that will never know what Jackson State is like. They'll never step foot on Prairie View or UAPB. But anyway, the point of this was that. I'm just like, again, Dion was supposed to have been, he had all the hype. He was going to be the guy. Like, he was going to be the guy that showed you how to turn over a roster, bring the Louis, and you could win a national championship at Colorado. And I know Kurt Signetti, tried to say Google me and do all this shit, I win and all, but like nobody knew who the fuck Kurt Signetti was when he showed up at Indiana. Otherwise, he wouldn't have been in Indiana. He would have got the Michigan, you know what I mean? Or he would have got some other job. So what I'm saying is that Kurt Signetti and them came from nowhere, bro. Nowhere. And it is going to fuck y'all minds up, man. So many coaches are going to get fired over this shit going forward. But it'll be fun. We'll be able to talk about them. Coaches such as are fun.
Last thing, the chat wants, because we have to service the chat for putting up with us while we're having a good time here. They want to know your top 5 presidents, Joel.
Top 5 presidents?
Oh, that's
On
a
MLK
good
Day.
question. On MLK Day.
LBJ, number 1.
LBJ, number one.
Number 1.
Wow.
Civil Rights Act, bro. Voting Rights Act. I mean,
You don't think
Vietnam? Like it's
Yeah.
like some.
Also,
like,
the JFK thing was weird. He got sworn in before he knew anything.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
look,
he also.
y'all give me y'all top 5 when I'm done. Okay. Okay,
So-
actually, you know what?
so, like Abraham Lincoln might be
Abraham
the-
Lincoln.
Yeah.
Let me go. Okay, you're right. You're right.
All right.
Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah.
Abraham
LBJ.
Lincoln, LBJ, FDR, Obama, Jimmy Carter.
Jimmy Carter, Obama. Okay.
I don't know. Joe Biden, man, his record, man, is better than his
Wow.
reputation.
Okay. So I will. So
Is there any
so-
surprise that people did not pick somebody that once owned slaves, or probably would have done, showed up at the Kenosha County Fair in Mississippi, Philadelphia, Mississippi? You surprised I picked Ronald Reagan, even though I lived through his presidency?
No, I'm not surprised at all. I'm like
Okay.
I would have thought so. You went.
LBJ was strong. number
LBJ
one.
was
That
strong.
was a strong
Okay,
So you
number
went
one.
Lincoln, LBJ, and then you went FDR.
Yeah, I mean, man, FDR created the Great Society, but he cut out. I mean, again, I'm a black person.
We didn't get the GI Bill.
We didn't get that shit, bro.
Yeah, GI
We
Bill.
didn't get
GI
that
Bill
shit.
was actually one of the most egregious things that it wasn't.
Who- are you texting me, Billy?
Yeah.
He's trying to tell you to speak into the mic.
Oh, talking to the mic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
'cause
say it.
the
Y'all
people-
have been laughing. People can hear y'all.
Joe's getting a little honored.
Yeah.
He wasn't like.
I have to write after all this. Y'all
You
are
got-
gonna go home.
Look. We're wrapping up. Last thing, top 5 coaches in college football.
Oh man, come on.
Come on.
Come
You
on.
need a top 5. Joe.
Signetti won. You already said
You
that.
said
Y'all, why don't y'all
Signetti
give a top
Cur-
5?
I'm going to go with you here.
Yeah.
Signetti won.
Signetti won.
Kirby Smart 2.
Kirby 2.
Dan Lanning 3.
Dan Lanning 3.
You have Dan Lanning at 3. Okay.
Marcus Freeman at 4. Or Ryan Day at 4.
Oh,
I'd have
I
to
put Ryan Day at 3.
I put Ryan Day at 3.
I put Ryan Day at 3.
It's tough because the thing about Ryan Day is that he wins all the games he's supposed to for the most part, except Michigan. It's just like he has like an
He just beat
85%
Michigan. He
winning
just beat
percentage.
Michigan.
They beat them.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah.
I'm saying. But he has like an 85,
Right.
but people were
Right.
always like, "Oh man, he's losing to Michigan and all that shit." It
All
was a
right,
problem.
Ryan Day is 3.
No,
4.
I had him in 5.
Okay. All right. So what's 3 for you? Dan
Dan
Lanning.
Lanning. Dan
Okay.
Lanning.
Dan Lanning's
And
3.
then 4 you had
Oh, man.
Freeman.
Yeah, Freeman. Yeah, so that's
Okay.
right.
And then 5 you have Ryan. So you have Marcus Freeman ahead of Ryan Day.
Of course.
Okay. There you go.
Marcus
Even though he
Freeman.
didn't win, the thing is, national championships only go but so.
They went
so
head to head
much
last year.
further.
Mario Cristobal, is he creeping into the top 10, top 5 range?
He's top 10.
He's top 10. Okay.
So just before we go,
Oh
Joel's exhausted.
before we
Lord.
go, Marcus Freeman is ahead of Ryan Day in your coaches.
yes.
Right now.
I mean,
Here's what you do with the list.
The thing is, every time I have to explain
Everything is fluid.
Everything is fluid, and
Right.
championship, like a past championship or championships, only mean but so much to me.
Right.
Would you like to have Ed Orgeron, Van? Would you like to have Ed Orgeron or Lane Kiffin? Ed Orgeron has the national championship.
Well, Lane Kiffin, is he close to that top 5?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Oh,
so
wow.
this is what
No. I don't think he's going to do well.
So the only
unless you
thing,
talk about some other
the
stuff.
only thing that I'd say to the Marcus Freeman thing is in there. I mean, there are losses to Marshall. There are losses to Northern Illinois.
Northern Illinois was
There's
crazy.
a Stanford loss.
Yeah.
There's some weird fucking shit.
My top 5
that
is
happened.
about not just accomplishment. A guy that I would like to have as my coach.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So it's personal preference in there.
Yeah, personal preference too.
Little Joel,
Just like the way you run your
personal
program, the way you know.
Yeah.
The
Where's
recruiting.
Belichick on that list?
Oh man.
Deep.
I mean, I would take Sonny Dykes over Bill Belichick. If you told me Bill Belichick was coming to TC, I'd be like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
No, stop it today.
Yeah.
Just like Dabo Swinney. If you told me Dabo Swinney's gonna coach at TC, I'd be like, no.
Yeah, that is crazy. Dabo, maybe not even the top 10 right now.
Yeah. Oh, of course not. No. What? Hell
Yeah,
no.
That's what I mean.
He ain't top. I mean, shit, man. I'd probably take Eric Morris over Dabo Swinney
Okay.
right now.
Wow,
I like
that's
Eric
tough.
Morris.
Okay, there you go.
I
All
like
right,
Eric
I'm with it.
Morris.
I'm with it. I think it's a good. I think it's a good top 5. I would have Ryan Day.
I'd put Ryan Day at 3.
I put Ryan Day at 3.
Okay.
I think national championships are important,
Yep.
but I can see for somebody who's never won one, like to see how it wouldn't be.
It always
important.
comes. It always comes. Again, you had Ed Orgeron and Les Miles. Do you feel happy as an
Right.
LSU fan?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
do?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You do? You happy,
Yeah.
man?
He
Yep.
feels pretty
Okay.
good.
I feel pretty good. Like
The Mad Hatter.
the man.
I mean, there's children. There's 6th grade. Well, that's not true.
No, it's not true. It's a lie.
It's 6-year-olds.
Yeah,
they're
they-
going today. They've never seen LSU win a championship.
Right. And they are.
They win a championship and they'll go 9-4.
And everybody who
There are 4-year-olds that they were born during that ass beating. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
when was the last time TCU won? So I'm just asking. 1950 what?
Okay.
What was it? 1930?
No, it's 30s.
Not 30, 37,
Oh,
38, I
shit.
think. Davey O'Brien.
That's
That was Davey O'Brien.
Davey O'Brien.
That's what I was
Davey
trying.
O'Brien was the one who won.
I didn't want to say
Oh,
that when he was
shit.
talking about it. I was like,
So just to let y'all know, if the coach that won is a nigga who they name a trophy after, that's probably not. That's the olden days.
Well, I'm sorry they didn't name
Newt-
Jerry DiNardo didn't do enough winning for you at LSU.
I like them. Newt Rockney. Okay, cool.
You finish your top 5
Top 5 what?
coaches.
he
My
did?
top 5 coaches?
Yeah.
Yeah, my top 5 coaches. Number 1 would be Signetti. Number 2 would be Kirby Smart. Number 3 would be Ryan Day. Number 4 would probably this is
See how
what
tough this is.
it's I'm trying to think.
He wants to say Lane.
Number 4 is
No,
not,
he's
I'm
trying
not
to think.
gonna put Lane
He's trying
in
to think of
there.
names.
No, I'm not. I'm thinking about like Mike
What about
Elko.
what about Sark?
Hell
like
no.
Mike Elko, Sark, guys like that?
No.
I'm wondering. You know what? I would put at 4. I would put. Damn, it is tough.
I told you, dog.
Sark getting a hell no is hilarious.
I might put Sark in 4,
Yeah.
Okay.
and at 5, I guess I would have to put Marcus Freeman.
Or Lanning.
Nah, I'll probably put Dan Lanning.
Yeah, put Lanning.
I probably put Dan Lanning at 5. I
Okay.
probably would put Elano like at 5.
Yeah.
But we're worried about Lanning after what we saw in that blowout against Indiana.
I'm not
so-
worried about it.
Okay.
He lost to the national champion. That was the best team in the country this year. You lost
Right.
to them twice. The only 2 losses you had.
Right.
I can live with that.
And guess what? Last year, Indiana, their only 2 losses: Notre Dame, Ohio State, 2 teams that played in the title game.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Yep.
So,
There you go.
Dante Moore coming back next year. They're gonna have
Dante
Dylan
Moore.
Raiola. So
Yeah. And if Moore gets hurt, Raiola's right there. So there you go. We're good, right?
We're
we did
good,
it.
you guys.
Hey, appreciate everybody. This
Yeah.
mic's in the way. We're raising the roof. Shout out to Jack, Billy, Frias,
Jack,
everybody
Billy, Frias.
helping the show work out. Shout out to Bill Simmons for watching the stream just to see my windblown face. That was very kind. Appreciate everybody tuning in to Ringer Tailgate. We'll be back on Wednesday. We got a little wrap up of the year, and then we got a nice award show coming the following week. So appreciate everybody tuning in, and thanks again for watching, and we will see you later in the week.
Must be 21 or older and present in select states for Kansas in affiliation with Kansas Star Casino, or 18 and older and present in D.C., Kentucky, or Wyoming. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit rghelp.com. Call 1-888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org/chat in Connecticut, or visit mdgamblinghelp.org in Maryland. Hope is here. Visit gamblinghelplinema.org or call 800-327-5050 for 27 support in Massachusetts, or call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY in New York. Must be 21 or older and present in select states for Kansas in affiliation with Kansas Star Casino, or 18 and older and present in D.C., Kentucky, or Wyoming. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit rghelp.com.